Hey guys, this video is going to be a bit different from all of my other videos. It's more personal. So for those who don't know, Britt, Allcroft, the creator of Thomas the Tank Engine, recently passed away at the age of 81, and I'd like to dedicate this video to her. I'd like to offer my condolences to her family and anyone else in mourning right now. If sources are correct, she passed away on December 27th. It's safe to say that Britt played a huge role in my life, both as a child and as an adult, and I have many things to thank her for. Firstly, I'd like to say that Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends was my childhood. I was obsessed with it. As someone on the autism spectrum, Thomas was and still remains my biggest hyperfixation. I can only think of a brief period in my life where Thomas was mostly absent, and even then, I still found myself playing with the Trackmaster trains every once in a while. But between the ages of 2 and 7, and then from ages 11 to the present, Thomas was my biggest interest. I had a lot of the Tomy and Trackmaster engines, and I built layouts with them. I watched DVDs and VHS tapes, went to day out with Thomas events, and built wooden railway layouts with my childhood best friend across the street. It's insane to me how many hours of my time were dedicated to the media and merchandise this woman created, and how little I acknowledged her until now. But now's as good a time as any, and I can't credit her enough for how much she shaped who I was as a child. And now, it seems, she's shaped who I want to be. For my 10th birthday, I received a computer that allowed me internet access, and within days, I discovered the Thomas fandom. Countless videos, even during that time period, had my eyes glued to the screen. EE93, Diesel D199, Rama Fool, Sidekick Jason, UC Weapon, Percy Engine 619, Thomas Wooden Railway, the list goes on. Looking back, it's insane to think that this woman brought all of these people together. She inspired them to make content of their own, and it goes without saying, she inspired me too. I have her to thank for discovering my love of filmmaking. In 6th grade, we received school iPads. The minute I got home, I whipped out that camera and immediately began filming stories of my own. The show had left us hungry for content for years, and I had so many ideas in my imagination that I now had the means to create. The magical universe I grew up watching had flooded my mind with so much creativity and excitement I couldn't contain it. Sodor Then and Now exists because of the inspiration, creativity, and heart Britt poured into this franchise. We all have Wilbur to thank for creating it, but we have Britt to thank for not only bringing it to the screen, but doing so in a way that would inspire hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, to tell their stories in ways many thought impossible. The last thing I have to thank Britt for is something I doubt she ever expected. I want to thank her for the friends I've made and the people I've met, the community I'm now a part of, the people I can share my ideas and creativities with. I wouldn't know these people if it weren't for her. I wouldn't have been introduced to this incredible fandom full of talent and passion without Britt. I wouldn't have met 20 of my best friends without Britt. I wouldn't have been able to meet up with 9 of those friends and go to a day out with Thomas, build a layout the size of a living room, play Thomas DVD bingo, and share our personal Thomas projects without Britt. I wish I could say this realization hit before Britt's passing, but I'd be lying to all of you. I can safely say, with absolute certainty and regret, that I took this entire experience, this entire fandom, and this entire franchise for granted. I never appreciated just how much this individual that I've never met a day in my life did for me. She shaped my childhood, inspired me to follow the career path that I am, and introduced me to some of my best friends. And she did it because of a little blue train. It's genuinely magical when you think about it, and I can assure all of you, right now, from this moment on, I'm not taking it for granted.